Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Spider-Girls, issue number 1 of 3. That's right, there's going to be 3 of them. They're going to be spaced about a month apart, so unfortunately, that stinks. But nonetheless, this is actually really good. Now, straight up, I don't know much of anything about any of these characters. I don't read, as you could tell because I don't review them, I don't read Renew Your Vows. I don't really know too much about this version of Spider-Girl or that version of Spider-Girl. Anya Korzen, sorry, I just never really followed them. I always thought there were way too many Spider characters. Just, it is what it is, man. There are actually more Spider characters than there are Flashes, and I didn't think that was possible. But there'll never be more than that number of Green Lanterns. Anyhow, so let's talk about this book, and then I'll talk about what I got out of this book and how I feel about the Spider characters after we talk about who did this. So, Spider-Girls, a Spider-Geddon tie-in. Make sure you read issue number 2 of Spider-Geddon before you read this, so you have an idea of what's going on. Jody Hauser is the writer. Andreas Genolet is the penciler and inker. Triona Farrell is on colors, and VC's Joe Caramonga on letters. Cover artist, Yasmin Putri. Okay, and of course, Spider-Man is created by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. So, basically, the young Spider-Girl with the Renew Your Vows Spider-Girl is fighting off some kid vultures. Okay, cool. Knocks them around. This is actually really cool for me, especially because this reminds me a lot of Web of Spider-Man, the first couple of issues where they were fighting the vulture wannabes until the actual vulture came. I thought that was great. So this is a really good way for me personally. It's like somebody at Marvel was like, hey, Professor Bill, this comic's for you. And oh yes, I'm paying attention. So basically, the 2 Spider characters, Spider-Girls, come over from the Earth 616 after just getting their butt handed to them by the Inheritors. What else is new? And they come to this Renew Your Vows world. And they team up pretty quick. It's not that hard for them to just team up like, okay, we see these are the bad guys and you were fighting them, so you're probably on our side. That's probably the first time that Peter Parker actually acted maturely ever. He usually arrives on the scene as like, you two are fighting each other. Well, the enemy of my enemy is also my enemy. Punch to the face, kick to the face, web to the eyes, and not necessarily in that order. That's what usually happens with Peter Parker. Go ahead, prove me wrong. But here, I guess this is a much older version of Peter Parker. So, but dang, there you go. Now, from what I understand, Mayday Parker, she's one of the 616 Spider-Girls. I don't know if she's actually from the 616, but she came from the 616 most recently. And she's like, hey man, check it out. Yeah, I'm actually your daughter who died. And, what's up? So that's interesting, weird, freaky, effed up. Wow, holy crap, man. Honestly, without knowing almost anything about these characters, I started to catch some feelings. I started to catch the feels just a little bit, creeping into my heart, playing the strings like a violin. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, this was surprisingly good. I can't give enough credit to the writer and artists involved in this. This was great. So, again, never read these characters before. Will I start reading Renew Your Vows? Well, with all the people who say that it's good, yeah, why wouldn't I exactly? At least the first story arc. I'm going to have to at least check out the first story arc, and maybe I'll put that in a spotlight on story. Man, this was surprisingly really good. Look, I don't know that this is the best comic book I've ever read, man, but I know that there's something there. And that right there, man, like, this really took me for a loop. I did not expect it to be this good. I didn't expect to start feeling for Mary Jane in this. I didn't expect to start feeling for Mayday Parker in this. And I do. And then this younger girl, Spiderling, I didn't expect, Annie is her name here. I didn't expect to develop this interest in her character. She's really closely connected to the web of life. Wow. So I've always had this theory that that Spider-Man, Peter Parker, his spider sense is actually a sort of a cosmic awareness that he's only kept in since he's so immature. He's always been immature, that he just calls it a spider sense because spiders don't have sense. Not, you know, they don't have a spider sense. They don't have a danger sense. But I figured it was just like, it's a cosmic awareness, but it only affects him because he is very young and he is very immature and he is mostly just thinking about himself. I understand the concept, you know, the whole, with great power and he's always trying to help people. Yes, but kids are very egocentrical by nature. All right, we're all in the egocentrical predicament, but he's kind of in an egocentrical illusion. He really feels as though, you know, his world is all that matters. His world view is all that matters. This is kind of cool to see young Annie, I guess, being more aware than he is. So maybe that's what this really means, that her spider sense is the same as his, but she feels for other people. You know, she's more empathetic than Peter Parker or most of the Spider characters are. I don't know, but man, I'm really interested in finding out now. So there's going to be a lot of comic books to collect, but I will consider it at the very least. But I think Renew Your Vows is the most accessible, and I'm probably going to start looking into that. This is really good, guys. This comic book, man, I did not expect to enjoy this comic book half as much as I do. And there's a mystery here. Why haven't the Inheritors ever come after this world? I think we're about to find out. And I get the distinct feeling that we're in good hands with Jodie Houser. Right? I think I got the name right. Yes, ma'am. Jodie Houser. I think that we're in good hands. Because this was good. Guys, if you're not going to buy the comic book based off of that recommendation, I don't know why are you even still here? Why am I still here? I'm out. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.